Hey everybody, it's Maya, and today we're going to be doing a no makeup look. Now I know there's a million and one reviews and tutorials on YouTube doing like no makeup looks, but not everybody is the same and not everybody has the same definition of no makeup. For me, a no makeup look is using a whole bunch of products but making it look like you're not wearing anything. You don't want your skin to look like anything's on it, and you just want it to look like I woke up like this. So let's just get right into it. So the first step in this look is actually the skin. It's actually the most important part of this look because you want all your products to sit on your face and like look good. You don't want your skin to be dry. You want it to be nice and hydrated, so everything just goes on perfectly on top of that. So what I do is I am very picky about my moisturizers. They need to sink into my skin, but also not sink in and make my skin feel like how it did, just how it is now. It needs to feel like dewy and bouncy and all of that, and also look the part as well. And this is from Colourpop. The label came off, but it was a I forgot the name of it. It's like a hydrating mask, but you could also use it as a moisturizer. They even said that themselves, but it just looks like that. And I love this moisturizer slash mask. It's gonna take like a little bit for right now. And just start working it into your skin. This step is optional. You can do eyeshadow primer, because even though we're not really doing eyeshadow, I'm still gonna put something there, but when I don't want it to crease, you know. So now we're gonna get into the makeup now that our skin is all hydrated and everything. So for the makeup, I'm gonna go in with, I have a few Glossier products, I have a few Undone Beauty, and then the rest is like miscellaneous, but it's not gonna be all one brand. But like you could definitely do this with like Glossier or Undone Beauty, but I'm just gonna mix it up, so I'm not just doing like a whole one brand, you know. So I have my Glossier skin tint, and I have mine in the shade G11. This is going to make your skin look perfect, basically. Now you can apply as much as you want, because with this it's really light coverage, but I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna take a sponge and buff that into the skin, or bounce it into the skin, press it, whatever. Now I like the skin tint because it covers up redness, and it overall it makes your skin look a little bit more smooth, but it doesn't really cover up like blemishes or anything. It's like a tint, you know. But what it does do is really, like, if you're looking at yourself up close, it really does look perfect, despite your imperfections still shining through, if that makes any sense. It just like makes your skin look glowy, and it masks some of your redness, and it's really nice, honestly. So for concealer, I have two shades by Glossier. It's their stretch concealer. I have G10 and G12. So G10 is a little bit deeper. It's more of a perfect match to my skin tone. And I'm going to go over my blemishes with that. And obviously they're going to shine through still, but just want to cover them a little bit at least. And you can also take this concealer, like the one that's more close to your shade, and go over any other blemishes or redness, anything that the skin tint didn't cover, and it's gonna look like your skin still. This is like my favorite concealer ever, just because it blends so nicely. It's really glowy looking. It doesn't dry your skin out at all. It's just really nice, and it has pretty decent coverage. Just gonna go over a little bit of my cheeks. And I forgot about the pimple under my nose. I mean, there's not much I can do about that one. I'm gonna take the lighter shade, which is G12, and use that just for brightening underneath my eyes. You don't even have to do this as well. I would just go in with G10 underneath my eyes because I kind of like when it's not bright under there sometimes, but I'll do it today. I really do love this concealer though. Yeah, I'm only gonna brighten though on my under eyes. And I'll take whatever's left over on the brush on my nose. Next is bronzer. You can skip this if you want. I'm just gonna, like, I typically wouldn't do this. I would just go right into blush. But for the sake of making a video on this, I'm gonna show every step. So I have two options for bronzer. For me, like, and I feel like for any person who's very fair, the Cloud Paint by Glossier in the shade Dusk, even though it's like a blush, even though it's a blush, it is a really nice bronzing shade on me. It just works. So I would typically go in with that. But I know not a lot of people can do that. If you're a little bit more tan, or if you're deeper skin toned, it will just look like a blush on you. It won't really work as a bronzer. But Undone Beauty has a water bronzer that is not the same formula. It's not like a cream, but it's literally like, it goes on really nicely, and you can't even tell this is sitting on your skin either. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that, and I have mine in the shade Baked, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it straight to the skin. And yeah, and it just adds a nice little warmth to your skin. Next, I'm going to go in with blush, and I would like to use a cream or a like dewy cream blush for this, but I'm actually going to be going in with a cream matte blush. It's by Rare Beauty and it's in the shade Bliss. This is just that everyday color. It's really natural. I'm going to take 2 dots of this and just apply them to my cheeks. And I'm going in with her foundation brush from Rare Beauty. Now I like a lot of blush, so I would go in with more, but I don't want it to look like I'm wearing it, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. And this shade is really just like that universal natural blush color on a lot of people. It's just the Undone Beauty under Over Powder, and mine is Busted, but I'm just gonna take it under the eyes. And then basically I'm just gonna set like my T-zone area. Like, I love this powder because it's like kind of hard to make it look cakey, you know. Next, for highlighting, it's not really gonna be much of like a highlight, if that makes sense. It's gonna be more of like a glow. So this product lifted up my foundation with when I was actually wearing foundation, but it was really pretty and really natural looking. So it is the Tint, like that's the brand Tint, and it's called their Dew Balm, and this packaging is really nice. It's just really cute. This is like one of those products that you either love or you hate. If you like that glowy, dewy look, you're gonna love this. If you hate looking oily, you wouldn't like this, because it's essentially just like a Vaseline. It looks like Vaseline, and it's just a clear thing that you apply. So if you're oily, like I am oily, you should probably stay away, but that's the look I'm going for today, so I don't mind that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just squeeze some and just apply it with the applicator itself, like that's what it says. And I'm just gonna go across wherever I want some dew. And honestly, it is really pretty. Like, it's one of those, like, it just gives me like your really healthy kind of vibes, but it's literally not a highlight at all. Like, it's not gonna brighten your cheek, but from a distance it just like adds that glow. And it does take a moment to dry. It is really like wet feeling. It's basically like you're applying a chapstick to your face. So yeah, this product literally is like one of those, you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. But I wore it yesterday and I like the way it looked, so I'm just gonna apply it wherever I want some moisture looking type of thing. And then I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm actually just gonna pat it in. Just sinking it into my skin so it's not as tacky. So next, what we're going to do, since the skin is done, I'm gonna give you an up close little look at it. Just looks really healthy and glowy, and you can't really tell that anything is there. I'm actually going to go in with the About Face matte liquid eyeshadow in the shade Cloned. It's Halsey's makeup brand. I recently just got an Ipsy bag and I got this product as well, and it really like sheared out on my eyes. Like, you can make this really intense looking, or you can make it really soft and like bronzy looking. So I'm gonna make it look like I just put bronzer in the crease, but it's going to last. Like, this actually does last all day. And about creasing, it doesn't really necessarily crease. I mean, it did eventually on me, but it did last quite a while. A little bit like that, and just blend it out with a brush. And like I said, it looks really crazy at first, but it definitely shears out and looks like you just have bronzer. This is obviously like, you could do this or you could skip it as well. Obviously, like, it looks a little bit detectable because it's like my eyes are more bronzy than everything else on my face, but just added more of like a gradient. In my eyes, that did a whole lot. See, now it looks a little bit more natural. Like, you know, I'm not gonna be putting no shimmer on it because that's just gonna look unnatural, but the Dew Balm definitely sunk into my skin now, so that's good. So next is going to be brows. So I'm just gonna take a clear brow gel. I'm just taking this PYT Beauty mascara, and it has like a priming side, so I'm just going to take the priming side and run that through my brows just to have a hold. But I don't really need to fill them in or anything, so I'm just doing this. An alternative to this is like the Undone Beauty Flawlush Brow. If you need like a product in your brow, this is a tinted brow gel on one side, and it has a brow pen on the other side, you know, but I don't need to be filling them in. So you can just go ahead and do mascara if you want, but I at least need something. I'm not gonna do a wing, even though I do wings every single day. I'll create the tiniest wing. And this is where it might be slightly detectable, just because I have like the tiniest little baby wings, but I cannot live without doing at least something. Like, I need something there. Now all we have left is lashes and lips. That sounded weird. I'm gonna go in with the PYT Beauty mascara, and like I said, it's a priming mascara, so one side is going to be a primer and the other side is just going to be the mascara. And this is like really natural looking. You can definitely build it up, but it's not really going to make your lashes look like there's product on them, so I'm going to do this today. Lashes are on. Last step to this whole thing is lips. Honestly, all this stuff is not optional, but I'm going to line my lips. I never do this, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to line them. I'm just using a really, the Milani lip liner in the shade 03 Nude. And just like the perfect nude for me. I overline them slightly, and then completely optional, but I'm going to go in with some gloss. I'm going to use the Undone Beauty Big Poppa Gloss in the shade Watercolor Rose, because like honestly wearing lip gloss isn't really wearing makeup, so it's also going to help mask those lip lines a little bit more. And there you have it. Alright, this is the finished look. Finished no makeup look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, if this looks like I'm wearing no makeup or not. Like, if you saw me, would you clock me for wearing makeup or not? Because maybe the only thing that you would be like lip gloss and like mascara, and of course my baby wings that I just had to add. But the skin is looking undetectable. Like, can't really tell that I put concealer or a skin tint on or blush, bronzer, none of that. It's just very minimal, and that dew balm is just really helping the skin look really healthy and glowy. And the brows, I just put a clear brow gel in them. You know, to me this looks great. Like, I would go anywhere with this makeup look and I would feel comfortable, and I would feel like I'm looking like too much. This is definitely also like my go-to everyday natural kind of look. If you're just trying to go and just be you, like, this is a really easy look to do, although it did take just as long as any other look that I do. I like the simplicity of it. I like how I could get away with doing baby wings and not my normal ones. But yeah, like, honestly, you could just skip the eyeliner, and wearing the mascara would obviously change the look. Eyeliner does a lot for somebody, but I try not to do too much, just to, you know, make it look less makeup-y. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe to me, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.